Bonjour and welcome to a new unboxing video, and today I've got something very special for you. It's one of those special projects that you don't see that often. If you remember, Hasbro and Mego had basically collaborated on a project which was the Mego G.I. Joe figures with Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Well, they've done it again. They've done another project together, and this time it's a doozy because it is the Ghostbusters. I mean, how cool is that? So basically, it's the same thing. It's one of those plastic-free packaging that they've been doing now for a bit at Hasbro, and so Mego had to do it as well. So you do have this big box, and the reason why it's big is that, of course, it's going to contain more than one figure. In the back, you do have pictures of the Ghostbusters and, of course, pictures of the figures as well. It's a mix of both, and we're going to open that and discover what it's like. So, like the G.I. Joe set, this has a sliding part that is revealing the inside. Remember, this is completely plastic free, so that's why they actually have the sleeve, and you do have all four characters here. Basically, you do have the four characters. So Spengler, Stans, Zebemore, and Venkman, of course. Sorry, I'm just not with it. I'm just looking at the figures at the same time as I'm talking to you, so I'm quite distracted. And you do have, of course, in the back, you do have more pictures of both the figures and the movie. And they do say that they are 8 inches action figure, 26 point of articulation, which means that basically they are using the new bandless bodies that Hasbro has been doing recently. So it's going to be interesting to see which ones, because if you remember, when they did the Tops release, the Tops figures had a slightly smaller bandless body, whereas the one they released in Wave 15 had a revised bandless body. So I'm thinking maybe they will be the original smaller bandless body, but we're going to discover that together. So of course the thing is we need to open those. I'm going to try, I love the box, so for once I'm not going to rip everything out. I'm going to try and keep the box in good condition if I can. And now you can see that you've got all four figures, and you do have a little box here, and you do have the backpacks, which are with the proton packs, of course. So we're going to try and open all of that. So let's see what's the easiest way to do it. And of course they all fell down, or otherwise it wouldn't be funny. So we can actually now look at them in all their glory. So we do have Stans here. So here is Stans. As you can, I think the likeness is pretty good, and he does have his stance. Yeah, he does have his stance thing. So here is the basic figure. So you do have the actual figure. Very good version of the costume. I'm going to try and move things around. Yeah, basically the thing to know about those articulations is that because we're used to articulating things in a very specific way with Mego figures, those new bandless body are actually slightly different. So you need to actually test the articulation before you can actually turn it, otherwise you risk breaking the articulation, which would be a shame. So he does have his utility belt, as you can see. It goes around, because these boots, little plastic boots. So 26 point of articulation. He's got, of course, his logo, he's got his name tag. The really nice thing is that it looks like it's a proper zipper. Yes, it is actually a proper zipper, so you can actually open and close it, so you can actually reveal the black t-shirt underneath. So that's actually a very, very cool thing. I think it's a good start. So here is Stance, and then we do have Zeddemore. Same thing, very, very good likeness. I actually really love those. I think there's some very, very good likeness, and those costumes are absolutely fantastic. They are so nicely detailed. And then we've got, of course, Spengler. So same thing, Spengler, he's got his same thing, he's got his name tag. I mean, they all are wearing the same costumes, obviously. And we do have Peter Venkman. Peter Venkman has a slightly different look because they actually left his boots inside his trousers. And once again, very good likeness. I think it's a nice in between the animated real Ghostbusters look and the movie look, which I actually find very, very nice. So once again, you are careful when you're articulating all this, because we're not used to all those. So those are the 4 figures, and we do have the backpacks. So I'm going to show you the backpacks, which are actually nicely detailed. And how does it work? Because of course, I suppose they can have their here you go. So here's the backpack here that they can actually hold. Is there a way to attach them? Let me see. Basically, you do have the backpack, and there is a little plug here so that you can actually attach the proton wand or neutrona wand. I think it's neutrona wand. So you can actually, it's very, very nicely detailed. I mean, it's very, very nicely done. And of course, you can affix that on their back. So let's see. Let's try with Spengler, as is the first one available to me. Let's see how it works, because you have to. Yes, there is a little plug here, it seems. How does that work? I'm not very good at those things. That's why I didn't play with Barbie when I was a kid. Here we go. Right, so now it's a question of attaching this to the underside of his arm, and plug this in, and here we go. We do have Spengler with his little neutrona wand and proton pack. One thing is the handle to the proton pack is quite soft plastic, which may make it a bit more complicated. So here you go. Here we go. We do have Spengler with his proton pack now. It looks absolutely fantastic. It really does. I think it's a very, very nice figure. I'm not sure we'll prepare all 4, even though that would be nice to see all 4 with their proton packs. Let's see what we can do. Right, that will do me for the moment. I'm going to attach that back where it's supposed to be, on the shoulder. I'm going to do the third one. I mean, we want to see all of them with their backpacks, don't we? I mean, I'm sure that our friends at Blast Process are going to have a lot of fun trying to edit this so that it doesn't last an eternity with better. So let's put that back here, and here we go. We've got Zeddemore, who is also ready. The interesting thing is that so far they seem to be quite well balanced, because they actually stand even with their backpacks on, and believe me, the backpacks are not the lightest thing. And I think that's us done for the 4th one. Here we go. So we do have all 4 of them now. So we do have Stance and Zedamore and Spangler and Peter Venkman. Of course, what is funny, there's something interesting with Peter Venkman. Actually, I'm going to check that, because Peter Venkman was the only one who's got his boots inside of his trousers. Seems to be having a little... that's the reason why the boots were not quite as deep as they should, so he wasn't standing correctly. So here we go, we do have all 4 of them, and now we do have this little box to open. So it's a simple little box. And I suppose that inside, yes, we do have quite a few accessories. We do have some traps, so that's actually a very, very cool Ghostbuster trap. So let's see, what else do we have? We do have well, it's going to be 4 of the ghost traps, and we do have 2 extra accessories, one which is really for Spangler, because that is little visor thing and is the only one wearing it. And of course we do have 4, did I say Spangler? Stance, I mean. And for Spangler we do have, of course, a ghost meter, which is rather cool. Interestingly enough, it looks like the ghost meter might be attachable somewhere. Yes, actually you can attach the yes, you can actually attach the ghost meter to the back of his belt. So here we go. We do have all 4 figures. I'm actually surprised that there is not a way to that's because they do have, of course, the box on the side. So basically you don't have a place to hang those. I would have thought maybe they would have done something to hang those, but it's fine, really. I mean, there's no reason for them to have this over their backpack and stuff. So here we go. I think it's a great set. So you do have the 4 ghost traps. I'm going to show them one to you again in a more detailed way. So 1 ghost trap here, which is fantastic, and we do have Peter Venkman, and we do have Zebramore, and we do have Egon Spengler, who has his extra little ghost meter, and it looks like it's only available from Hasbro Pulse. Hasbro Pulse in the USA, it's so far not available on Hasbro Pulse in other countries, so you may have to be a bit strategic about finding ways to get it, maybe through a friend in the US or an address in the US, something like that. But they're absolutely fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.